So let's set it up.
All right, welcome back, guys. This is Smell the Rosé podcast. I'm Carly, and I'm here with Corey Pieper.
What's up?
He is a singer, songwriter, producer, entrepreneur. Anything else I'm
Video
missing?
editor.
Yeah, a jack of all trades for real, like covering it all.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
We are gonna do the rosé of the day.
Okay.
I have honestly no idea how to say that.
I don't know.
Okay,
either.
cool.
I like these glasses though.
Thank you. I picked this bottle because there's a rose on the bottom. I thought that was cool.
That is nice.
So, I thought it was champagne, but it's wine. Here we go. Practice taking it off before we started. So, we rate the rosé of the day.
Oh, we're
1
rating
through
it?
10.
Okay.
Yep, 10 being the best, obviously. So, are you a drinker or no? Well, I guess
Honestly,
you are today.
I mean,
I poured you a glass.
I knew we were going to be drinking today, but
All right, cheers.
I'm a smoker more than a drinker.
Okay, I feel you on
All right,
that.
let's see what we're talking about.
Oh, it's strong.
Hey.
That is
Hey.
strong. Yeah, doesn't that hit?
It's good though. But yeah, it's strong. Whew.
I feel like, again, if it was a little bit colder, I would be feeling this.
Interesting. Are you a big wine drinker?
Yeah. I actually finished a whole box of wine on my birthday.
Oh, shit.
That was wild. But I would say probably like a 7. It is cold, so
Yeah.
what are you thinking? Are you a wine drinker?
I don't really have much to compare it to, but I
Oh.
guess I would say, about a 7.5, 8.
Okay.
It's
You
good.
can
It's
drink
smooth.
it,
Yeah, it's smooth.
right?
Mhm.
I feel like that's important. So, all right. So we're going to talk a little bit about you, and then we'll get in more of like the rosé type questions. So,
Okay.
First, I want to talk about how you started. So what made you want to be like a singer, songwriter, all the things?
So I started making music when I was in like middle school, high school. And I remember I had written this one song. It was so dumb. It was called like the Gingerbread Man or some shit. And my cousins knew that I had written it because they would hear me rap it at the house all the time. And we were at like this little kids party get together at one of my buddies' houses, and my cousin was like, "Yo, you guys want to hear Corey rap?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go." And I tried to like downplay, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, maybe later," And they wouldn't let go of the idea. So they literally, everybody was like throwing dollar bills in the middle of the room, like rap. And I started rapping, and everybody was like, "Damn, he's kind of cold."
Yeah.
And then I think from there I started making more music. And when I went into high school, I played on the basketball teams, the football teams. So we'd be bumping it in the locker room, and then like the DJ started playing it at homecoming and prom and shit like that. So that was kind of when I was like, all right, this is kind of dope. I like this.
Yeah, like you like the feeling.
Yep. And I just enjoyed making music too. And it would be cool, like when we go to other parties and people would be like, "Oh yeah, we heard that song you did," and I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
This was back in like MySpace days.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's crazy. I actually did see you in concert in like 2015.
Where was that?
At the rave.
Oh, nice.
So my friend was like, "Somo's coming, but I'm
Oh
going
yeah,
to
when I
see."
opened up for Somo.
Yeah, but he wanted to see. So he's from Hawaii. I told you that
Okay,
before.
yeah.
So he was like, "No, I want to see Corey Pieper," but he convinced me because of Somo. So I'll have to show you later. I have a picture of you. Like
We took a pic or no?
I didn't, but I took the picture of you and my friend and my sister.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he turned me on. That was like 2015.
Well, shout out to that guy.
Yeah. He was like, "Yeah, he's from Hawaii," because my friend's from Hawaii. So that's pretty cool.
That's dope.
But yeah, you had red hair.
Oh yeah, I had the red patch.
It's crazy. That's like
That was
such
a
long
wild time in my life.
Yeah. So you are the opening song to Smell the Rosé.
That's right. Yeah.
So where did that song come
Hey.
from? Because I'm not going to lie to you, that song is bumping in our house.
Fire.
Like, even my kids be singing that song. They know that song for sure.
I was in LA I was doing some music out there, and I did a writing session with this producer writer duo. It was actually a couple, and they had a whole studio set up at their house. And this was kind of random. I had never worked with them before, and the label I was with at the time had paired us up together. And I went over there, just the three of us. And I don't know how we ever ended up coming up with the Rosè concept. But then once we wrote that hook, I just stayed the whole night. We wrote the verses. I cut the whole song while we were there, and that was it. And
it's catchy as fuck.
Yeah, it's a little different from some of my other music, but I always felt like, I feel like it's a hit. It just needs to be heard by the right people, in the right environment. Like, podcast about Rosè is perfect.
Yeah, no, for sure. It definitely fits perfectly for our podcast, I would say. And like I said, like,
it's just a fun song too.
It is definitely like very catchy, like hooks and stuff like that. So
appreciate it.
What is your favorite song that you've ever wrote?
I got a lot of songs in the catalog.
All right, it doesn't have to be the number one, but like top
I
five,
think one of my
like, what's the first one that comes to your mind?
I think one of my favorite ones. So I was in this relationship with this girl, and we had been together for like 4 or 5 years, and she was like a city girl, and when we had broken up, she had gotten together with this like really country dude. And so she turned like super country out of nowhere. Like all of a sudden she's fishing and hunting and wearing camo and like just completely changed who she was. And I had written a song about it, and I wasn't even going to release the song. It was more just like therapy for me to just write about something that I'm going through. And my guy Philly had heard it, and he's like, bro, this is fire. He was like, we need to drop this song. So, and I'm still cool with that girl today. And so I had called her even to let her know, like, hey, I'm going to be dropping this song. I just want to forewarn you to be ready.
Right, because she obviously knows. Like, this is about me.
Yeah, and it was very direct. And we had gotten Kurt Cobain's on the record. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Drank in My Cup, Kurt Cobain. So once he got on the hook, it was like, oh, now we really got to shoot this video.
Yeah.
And so I put together this like crazy elaborate music video out in the country with all these country dudes, and we're like chainsawing wood and like pulling big ass fish out the river. I remember we sent Big Chris down to the public market to go get the biggest fish he could find. I mean, this thing was like this big, and we're pulling it out of this little ass creek. Like clearly this fish was not in that creek, but so like the entertainment value on the music video itself was like through the roof. And that's my biggest music video today. Right now it's at like 1.5 million, I think, on YouTube.
Wow.
And she even calls me and she's like, yo, we love this song. We all listen to it. Her new boyfriend listens to it. I'm like, all right.
I mean, whatever. As long as there's no like beef and stuff. Yeah. Like, that's crazy.
It was all in good fun. But I mean, they say the realest shit that you write. That's, people can feel it. They can tell when you're actually living what you're talking about.
Yeah. I like that. I'm going to have to listen to that song for sure.
Yeah, it's called Who Are You, featuring Kurt Cobain.
Okay. Definitely going to have to check that one out. If I pull out my phone, I'm just checking. Okay. So you have a family.
Yeah.
So what are the biggest challenges balancing your family life and your career?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. I mean, it has its pros and cons. The nice things about it are that, like, I make my own schedule every day. So if I need to be able to take my son to practice or pick him up or go to a game, I can do that. I have a lot of flexibility. And I think they get to see like a firsthand experience of just like, grinding and getting to it and figuring shit out and entrepreneurial, lifestyle and just how to navigate through all the obstacles and things like that. So I think that's good for them to learn. Mm-hmm. But yeah, obviously with the kind of work that we do, it's not like, set business hours from 9 to 5. Like the phone's ringing all day, all night. People are calling, trying to set up plays. And like, so it's tough because, obviously you got family time, dinner time and things like that. And it's like, in this industry, it's all about like who's available and ready to work. So it's like the second you stop picking up them calls or like answering or hitting people back, that they'll just find somebody else or a different artist or a different editor. Like there's millions of us out here of people that are trying to do what we do. So I think the biggest, thing is just, trying to balance your time, because obviously like when you want to be present and in the moment, not like be checking your phone. And that's even something that I've had to like consciously make efforts to like, all right, I'm going to just set my phone down for the next 2 hours and just, watch a movie with them or play games with them or go in the backyard and practice with them. And I think they notice it and they appreciate that. Like, just making an effort.
Like the sacrifice has to go both ways at some point. Like sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice like your business, and sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice stuff for your family. So it's like important just to like balance both of that out.
Yeah. And it's just, there's always something that you can be working on or be doing or something, to expand the business. So it's like, it's hard to really set those limits, because obviously like we're passionate about what we do and we want to keep, being successful and keep grinding and moving up. So it's like, to expand like that, it takes so much time and energy and effort and just like everything you got.
I've noticed that like watching Randy like go from being like someone that worked a 9-to-5 to like really diving into that shit. Like it's a complete like commitment. Like you have to
every day you got to get to it.
Yeah, there's no chill time. And even if there
even
is,
when you are chilling, you're probably working somehow, either thinking of ways to do something or like, scrolling, searching for something on the internet to try to make a play. I mean, it's always something.
You're not scrolling just to scroll. Like where like when I get off of work, like sometimes I just want to decompress, and that's me scrolling. Like you're scrolling looking for like what the next trend is, or like what's going viral.
And even with that, I had to like be careful, because I would like find myself justifying why I'm on my phone so much. Like, I might find a new artist that I can collaborate with, or I might see an idea that sparks a song that, so it's like, but you gotta at some point just, be
you
present
really have
in
to
the
be
situation.
mindful of like all of that at all times, which is like exhausting, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then I got 2 boys, my son and my stepson, 13 and 15. So like they got nonstop baseball practices, basketball practices. Both the sports go year round because they're off-season training. Then there's tournaments out of state, in state.
Then
shit gets
like
wild.
School and like club and like I've been there, done all of that, so I know.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of money, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of traveling, like
and while still trying to run businesses and shit too at the same time. So it's like
crazy. It's nice because like your phone, you can do a lot from your phone, so it's like you're traveling and stuff, but at least you can dedicate some of your time to like do some of your business and stuff like that. So that's cool. So what's your like all-time favorite experience that you've had so far? Like as a artist, we'll say.
I would say probably the top 2 are doing the halftime show for the Bucks.
I did see that.
Yeah, that was fire.
That looks so fun.
Just the feeling of being center court, and 17,000 people in the audience and in the Pfizer Forum. And I had dancers and there's fire going off. And my DJ's playing. I got my other dude on the drums going crazy. I brought out special guests. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and like the Bucks are hot.
Yeah,
so,
hot
like,
right now. It's a good time to be from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
100%.
And like it's a good time to be in the middle of all of that. So that's a really cool experience.
So I think that, and then just I've done Summerfest here 3 times. I co-headlined Summerfest 3 years, and I would say that was also some of my greatest like just performances. And it's because it's Summerfest, for people that don't know, it's the world's largest music festival, and it just happens to be in our hometown. So it's like it's already dope to be performing at the world's largest music festival, but then to be in front of everybody from your hometown, it's wild.
It's serious.
Every time I've done a show there, it's been crazy, and I always go over the top. I remember my booking agent used to get frustrated with me because I'd be trying to do the most, because I'm like, look, Everybody
gotta
looks
show
forward to
out.
this show once a year. Like I brought hula dancers in. I got like all kinds of. We brought Sammy in. We brought all kinds of special guests out, like
Yeah.
MCs and drummers and features, and just I'm trying. I want to give the crowd like
What they're looking
a
for.
show. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So I think Summerfest in the Bucks for sure are some of the best highlights, so far.
Summerfest is like one of those things that like you just have to be there to like understand
it. Yeah. And when I was younger, I literally used to hop the fences to get into Summerfest. Like
honestly, like if I'm gonna talk concerts, like Wiz Khalifa at Summerfest is like top tier best memories, because it was like Black and Yellow came out and like he was booked before that, so like,
and then all the remixes came out of that song.
Yeah.
Like every college was doing a remix with their school colors. That shit was wild. Yeah.
So it's like Summerfest is like game changer for like your life, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, changing it up a little bit. So I'm not gonna say I have like experience or anything, but I have friends from Hawaii, so I want to talk a little bit about Hawaii. Because you have family in Hawaii, you're Hawaiian.
Yeah.
I'm going in May.
Nice.
So
what island?
I think I'm gonna stay in Honolulu unless you convince me otherwise. So
I mean, you should definitely experience Oahu. There's so many different dope spots on there, North Shore. Like, you can drive the whole island in like a day. So, I mean, I would definitely recommend just going around the whole thing and just stopping at as many little spots that you can check out as possible. But like Maui's really nice. I've been there. I've been to Molokai, but I haven't been to the other islands yet.
Okay, where is your family?
They're on Oahu, Maui, and Molokai. They're kind of spread.
Okay.
I got a big ass family in Hawaii.
I feel like Hawaiians have huge families.
And
like,
honestly,
and everyone's your aunt and uncle.
Yeah, auntie, yep.
Yeah.
And I feel like every time I go there, I'm like meeting more family like that I didn't even know I had. But yeah, Hawaii's. Have you been there before?
No.
Oh, this is your first time?
Yeah. So like, what is like something that you would say like is a must, and what is something that you would say is like, like that's a little touristy?
I mean, I think the dope thing about Hawaii is that you can experience both, right? Like, obviously the touristy stuff is what it is, but you should experience that. Like Waikiki Beach and like all the shops and the restaurants and things going on, like it's definitely a good time. Like, but if you want to see like the more authentic side, then you would go up to the other side of the island, like around North Shore or like Nanakuli, or some of my family lives in Waianae, which is a little bit rougher of an area. But I would say you should probably check out. It's called the Tunnels. The locals call it the Tunnels. I was corrected when I was there. So it's called the Mermaid Caves. But my guy, IA, shout out to IA, he's like, bro, don't ever say that to anybody. He's like, when you're here, it's called the Tunnels.
Yeah.
And that's over like in the Waianae, Nanakuli area. But it's just a really like peaceful spot, and they got like these like holes that you can go down in where the water comes up underneath and you can swim out. We had shot part of we went out there to shoot a music video for my song Truly Do with Sean Kingston.
Oh, I do love that song.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would bring that song up. I was like, I love that song.
Yeah, so me and the whole family went out there. We brought Philly and Randolph, and I took them over there and we shot part of the video where me and her jump off the rocks together into the water, slow motion, sun shining, water's glistening. But I remember it gets tricky. Like if you're not a good swimmer, you have to be careful, because like a lot of people don't understand how strong the ocean is. Like, and the current, like that shit will pull you right out. Like if you make one mistake. So it's all about like timing and jumping at the right point when the waves are coming in. So just be careful when you're out there.
Yeah, I do have friends that stay in Honolulu, so I'm excited that we'll get to see them. And then I have a friend that lives in Lanai, but I don't know if we're gonna make it to Lanai. So he said he'll island hop.
Yeah, that's what we did last time we went there. That was my first time. We took this little plane. It's like a 6-seater, literally. So the whole time the plane's like just shaking, and I'm looking at my mom like, But yeah, you can island hop. It's pretty cheap. I think like $100 or
Yeah.
$50 or something. And yeah, I mean, if you get the chance, definitely check out as many of the islands as you can.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Lanai. He works at, what is it? This Four Seasons or something like that. And he's like, does like the zip lining and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that
Like
would
the
be
excursions
cool.
and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
like the bike ones and stuff. So
Yeah.
but like I kind of want to scuba dive and do a luau and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
you
is
gotta-
that
you
worth
gotta-
it, or is
yeah,
that
I'm
like
saying
a tourist?
It's definitely tourist shit, but I'm saying, but you know,
like
you are a
being-
tourist, so
yeah.
it's okay to experience some of that. you
I
know,
think
but I just think
we're
you
gonna
should
be.
you should get to see the other side of it, and that's why like the guys always like going with me, because Philly always tells the story of how he thought I was fake Hawaiian. He's like, bro, I didn't even believe this kid was really Hawaiian until we went to Hawaii with him. And he's got all his cousins and Usos and like, you know, so, but you got to see that side too.
Yeah.
Like the local, authentic side.
I'm definitely excited. My friend makes musubis for
Oh
us
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
spam
time.
musubi. That's fire that
She
you know
makes
that.
them for us, like when we go out for like a boat day or we go tubing or like anything in the water, basically fishing and stuff.
Yeah,
and
so for people that don't know what spam musubi is, it's like this brick, and it's like rice, spam, and seaweed wrapped around it, and it's
I've
definitely
never
like
had it sober, but it's really good.
yeah.
So.
Some people love it, other people they don't care for it. But it's definitely like a Hawaiian thing. They got them everywhere.
And
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what they are, but I'm a picky eater, so you know I tend to stick to what I like.
Okay, well we'll skip those questions. How are you going to be a picky eater?
I know my family. My mom literally has pictures of me when I was younger. Like the whole family would be eating like this most exotic shit you could ever think of. There's like fried octopus and tripe and like all kinds of fishes and like just the craziest shit. And I'm in the corner and I'm eating bagels with cheese.
Damn.
I know. I wish.
Not even fish. Like, you don't eat seafood at all?
I mean, I eat the shrimp at hibachi. That's about it. Like,
damn.
That's about as close to seafood as it gets for me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, I mean, I guess you're from here, right?
Yeah,
That's what
born
you
and
said.
raised in
So,
Milwaukee.
yeah. We'll give you a pass on that
Yeah.
one. Because you didn't grow up around the shit. So.
I know.
What else said? My friend said she calls the white people haoles.
Yeah, haoles are hapa haoles, which is like half white or half Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's technically what I am, I guess.
Wait, I thought that was kind of like a mean thing to say about people.
I mean, it's not like, some people don't care, but you know, you gotta be careful nowadays. People get offended quick, so you gotta be careful what you say.
I just thought it was funny because, like, I knew nothing. So I'm like, wait, you're not Hawaiian? You're Polynesian? Like, I was like, so what are the white people that are in Hawaii? And she was like, haoles.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I honestly didn't know any of that stuff. So, all right. I think we covered all of Hawaii. So, I mean, I feel pretty confident in my trip. So.
It'll be good. You'll enjoy it.
All right, so now we're gonna get into the spicy stuff.
Oh shit!
So.
Here we go.
Well, so you're in a relationship, so I think that kind of tones it down a little bit. Hopefully,
She saved me.
Okay, so what is something that your wife does that like instantly like turns you on or like makes you weak?
Ooh, interesting. I gotta take a sip.
We're gonna go through this whole bottle. I'm here for it. He's like, no, you're not.
I don't know, because I'm always turned on when I'm around her. Like,
I mean, I guess you're a guy, so it makes sense.
Like,
okay, but like, say you're like a little annoyed with her for whatever thing she does, and she sees you're annoyed. Like, what is she gonna do to like flip that switch?
I mean, we like to talk shit out at our house.
Okay.
So, I mean, it doesn't necessarily switch the vibe into like a sexy vibe, but I'm saying like we don't ever like go to sleep upset with each other, or like we like to just talk it out until we have a clear understanding or agree, or you know what I'm saying?
We love the maturity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit older now, so I'm like a full-blown dad at the crib and shit.
I mean,
I'm in dad mode, and we got the kids around all the time, 24/7.
Okay, so like, what do you guys do to like have that like intimate moment? Like, what is your like, okay, the kids are gone or whatever, they're having a sleepover. Like, what's date night looking
Yeah, we
like?
we like to play games. Like we play games all the time, Scrabble and things like that.
Oh, you old. Oh,
yeah, hey,
not Scrabble.
Hey,
What the fuck?
Hey, we'll play games. We watch movies. We like to watch shows.
To put you on to this new game for Christmas, all I asked for was this game called Tapple.
Tapple?
Yeah. It has like all the letters. Well, not all of them, but like letters around. And then you pick a card and it will say like candy. And you have to like say a name that has like the letter on it. So like Skittles. And then you would push down the S. And then you would go. And then if you go back and forth, and the first person to like fuck up. No, you can't do an S.
Oh, I thought you said it's got to be the same.
No, it's all the letters. Sorry, I'm horrible at explaining games. But I'm just trying to put you onto a game.
Yeah.
So
I
you
appreciate that.
You know.
This is a younger people's game. You know what I'm saying? No, but we just like movies, we just enjoy spending time together, like talking about things, and just like she's got a real good sense of humor, which I love. Like, just cuddling.
A huge debate in the Wave Factory is bowling. What is your opinion on bowling?
Listen,
are you guys going bowling?
We have a very competitive relationship when it comes to the bowling lanes. Like, we go bowling a lot, actually.
Okay.
And
oh, she is white.
I love bowling. So when I was a kid, my dad used to take me bowling all the time. So, but she's pretty good. Like, there's sometimes she be beating me, but you know, I make a point like, but I had the highest score of the night. So it's like, she'll be like, but I did beat you that one game. I'm like, it don't matter. It was 2 out of 3. So technically, you did it.
Okay, so you're here for it because I feel like we've talked about dates before. So like, Jazz, the other co-host that's not here, and I would rather do like a hands-on, like more interactive date than we did sit-down dinner.
We did the sip and paint. You know, like went to paint some shit. We went to Kevin Hart and Cat Williams date nights, and she's a very big like experienced person. Even like with the kids, like for gifts and stuff, like we'll go to Mexico, like instead of doing, you know, a bunch of useless Christmas presents that these kids don't give a shit about, like we'll take them on a trip. And that's kind of always been like the vibe in our house, like experiences and actually spending time as a family.
I love that. And then like take a shit ton of pictures so you can look back at it.
Man, I just got finessed, Randolph, when I was in Dominican Republic. I thought of you, so I was like, all right. So when you go out, so we went on this catamaran and it took us to this island, right? And the whole time there's these photographers there, bro, getting to it, just spraying us down, pulling me and the whole family over, having us pose, do different things. Yeah, then when we get on the island, they're like having us like jumping, and though we got the big like pineapple drinks and coconut drinks, and literally, we were sitting there waiting for the catamaran to come back, and Buddy calls me over. He flips the screen around. He's got an iPad with all the photos already edited, color corrected. And I'm like, damn, I thought of you. I'm like, I can't even be mad at the hustle, bro. Like, you came correct. Like, you got the money shots. You got them already loaded, ready for the airdrop. And he's like, yep, just $350, and I'll hit this airdrop button. I turn and look at my girl. I'm like, God damn, what am I gonna do? Not pay it?
She wants them too.
Yeah, we all want them because we're scrolling through them. Like, he got my son. My son did a backflip, and this dude caught the different stages of the flip, and it's like just paradise in the background. So I'm like, that picture alone was worth the $350. I'm like, fuck, give me my phone. Let me cash app this dude real quick. But yeah.
You gotta appreciate the hustle for sure.
Yeah. I'm like,
and like, you want those pictures for sure.
And they make for good gifts and things for like their grandparents. And then we just always have those memories. So
yeah. That's funny though. Yeah. He finessed you. He was like, you have 2 boys. I have 2 boys too.
Yep. And 13 and 15.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of testosterone in our house right now.
4 and almost 2. He'll be 2 in 2 weeks. So.
You got a little bit of time.
Yeah, no, all mom fruit snacks, fruit snacks, like
Yeah.
box of the big box.
I'll catch my son sneaking extra fruit snacks out the box. I'm like, yo, one bag.
No,
Gotta
even my
space these
2-year-old
boys out.
doesn't want that. That's crazy. Okay, got a little off topic. Always seem to talk about kids. It just
Yeah.
happens. All right, so well, it sounds like you guys don't really argue too much, but like if you do get into a fight, are you guys doing makeup sex or you're just hashing that shit out?
You know, I'm always down for the makeup sex. I mean, you know, it's really on her if she's ready for it or not. 'Cause
Okay, well, is she ready for it? I feel like I'm interviewing the wrong person.
I mean, yeah, shit. I got no complaints on that side of the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you guys are more of like, let's get it figured out first.
Yeah, always.
And then it's like we're in a good headspace.
Mm-hmm.
You're not like fucking out the bad energy that I'm thinking makeup sex is. That's makeup sex. Is like, okay, I fucking
You're still
hate
mad
you.
and
Let
shit.
me
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
this shit out of you. Okay. Okay, so well, you might not have any of these either, which I love. Sorry, I have a hair like in my eye. What? Okay, wait. Actually, I decided this isn't going to be about your wife because you obviously are around like women all the time. So like, what's an ick that like girls are doing to try to like get at you or like just in general that like, you know what I mean? Like the long eyelashes that are like, yeah. Like what's something that you're like, I can't fucking deal with this?
You're talking about like that shit that girls are doing nowadays?
Yeah, like an ick.
I mean, I just breathing, heavy breathing.
Okay, mind your business, Nathan.
I mean, I just like realness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like people embracing who the fuck they are and being proud of it. So, like, you know, all the extra over the top, like, I feel like things are getting real fake nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, people are just faking their whole bodies and everything. Like, and I don't got nothing against it, like, if that's what you want to do. But, like, to me, it's kind of just like, damn, you looked better before you went and had that whole procedure done. You know?
Okay.
Like, so I think.
So the
just,
realness.
Yeah.
Is like what you prefer.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like it's really hard to be like authentic and like who you are in this day and age with like social media and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like
social media is like a gift and a curse because I feel like it gives us the tools to create epic things like businesses and brands and stuff like that. But yeah, the people, like, there's all kinds of studies that show that like people are so much more insecure now because of it, because they see like what other people have and they think they should have that, or like they see how other people look and then they think like they don't look as good. It's unfortunate.
What are you doing to make sure that you're like staying authentic to like yourself to like support that like authenticity?
I make every decision based on like just what I feel is the right thing to do. Like, I don't let other people's opinions or outside influence like dictate how I move through life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like if I always do what I think is the right thing to do and stay true to like my beliefs and my morals and things like that, I feel like it doesn't get any more authentic.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. I love the dad TikToks.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's at right now.
I mean,
it's like, because that's like
where
real
I'm at
life.
in life.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and that's like genuinely like what you're seeing like day to day. And like people like Nathan and I can relate to that shit. Like we're going
the dad
through
life
it.
rap that I did and shit.
Yeah, like I'm here for that stuff. So I appreciate the authenticity because it's like sometimes you really do get lost in like what you're seeing on the internet.
Yeah, and just who you're trying to be. You know, like who you're trying, because a lot of people are like portraying themselves to be people that they're not, which can be exhausting because then you're constantly trying to keep up with that, you know. But if you just show people and talk about what you're actually going through, then you don't need to fake anything or overthink
especially
shit.
Because it's like you don't even realize that like other people are going through the same shit that you are until you're like putting it out there. Do you ever think
go ahead.
Oh, do you ever think that there was like a time that you weren't like being authentic, or has that always been like something that you've been like trying to pursue?
Um,
I feel like it would be hard not to get lost in it.
yeah, I mean, I don't really, I don't know if I can. I mean, you know, I might exaggerate a little bit sometimes when I rap. There might have been a couple bars of maybe slight
Yeah.
exaggeration.
Okay, we're here for the
But,
honesty for
yeah,
sure.
I mean, the thing is, like, so I've kind of like my whole life I've kind of like teeter-tottered back and forth between like rap and pop and island because I like all of it. So and it's funny because sometimes people be like, oh, you should rap more, bro, you're cold, and then other people are like, bro, you should go back to singing, you don't rap, like you're not a rapper, like
Yeah.
but I feel like the fact that all them different areas of music is what I enjoy and I can do it, like I feel like that is authentic, like
Yeah.
doing it all, like, which can be a gift or a curse too, because then sometimes people might be confused on what you are, but then there's other people that appreciate all of it, you know, because they also enjoy all those different areas. So I mean,
sometimes you get influenced on
Yeah,
people, but that's not like
definitely.
really changing who
Yeah.
you are because you're doing it all.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I talk about shit that I'm going through or that I'm feeling. Like all my biggest songs too have been about that. Like a lot of them have been like makeup or breakup songs. Like either
Yeah.
like my one about the girl who went country. Like that was some real shit, and that was one of
Yeah.
my biggest songs. And then
Honestly, I love a good breakup song.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. That is
a lot of
like-
people do, because think of how many people have gone through that or
Yeah.
are going through that currently. So that's just one of them topics for I mean, there's a big ass audience for and
Because
just
like
love songs in general.
yeah, everyone's going through it. Everyone has the same experiences in some shape or form. So I love that. Okay. So before we get on our 2 questions from our audience, a huge topic we've talked about was love languages. So what's your love language and what's your girl's love language? Because usually
So
they're not the same, and it's super hard
they're
to.
not the same. Yeah.
It's hard to
So
do that.
Yeah, my love language is like words of affirmation for
Okay.
sure. Like I want to be acknowledged when I do some shit. Like,
Yeah.
like if I take
That's actually a tough one. I'm not gonna lie.
like but I was the only child too. So you know what I'm
you
saying?
grew up being like, you're the best.
I grew up being Philly always gives me a hard
We
time about
love
this.
you.
Yeah, like I was loved growing up. I had a good ass child. There's literally
we know
not,
someone.
there's not shit I can say about my childhood.
Okay.
So I feel like, you know, I was like, oh, good job, Corey. Like so I feel like words of affirmation for me. Now she likes like acts of kindness or
Acts of service.
Acts of service. Yeah. So like me vacuuming up the crumbs will turn her on. Like that's the shit that I got to do when I like, you know what I'm saying? Let me just do an extra dish right now. Let me wipe down the countertop.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I want to have sex tonight. Let me vacuum up this floor real
It's about
quick.
to be real clean in here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what,
Which is like so hard for people to wrap their head around because that's mine. So like.
What, acts of services?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Like Nathan folding the laundry will.
Ignite.
I come home with a basket of clean clothes. I'm like,
oh, you trying to? Hey, he's folding shit that don't even need to be folded and shit. He's just
literally. I'm
he's
like,
refolding.
oh, you trying to fuck tonight? That's what we're doing.
It's the same laundry he folded last night.
Redoing it. No, putting it back in the basket.
Yeah,
and putting
and
out
that's
for
what
me
I'm
to
saying.
see.
Oh, I did the laundry again.
No, dead ass. That's not even exaggeration. Like
that's funny.
I like literally can't even sit and watch a TV show if there's dishes in the sink.
That's how my girl is.
So
I think you guys are all the same. I think you guys are the same. And this is like.
Wait, what's her sign? When's her birthday?
July 5th.
Oh, you were a little slow.
I was a
little
July 5th.
I don't know that sign, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we don't really follow it. I mean, I'm a Pisces, but
okay. Well,
I feel like all that shit is bullshit.
Randy said that he liked when his dishes were clean, and I said that we're both Libras. So July 5th. Okay, I don't like you putting me on the spot.
Yeah, a little hesitant there.
That's my dad, okay? Not my man, okay? Anyways, but yeah, no, like dishes in the sink literally irritates me. So like Nathan emptying the dishwasher or like putting dishes in the dishwasher, like game changer.
Yeah.
Like
he strategically plans when he does that.
Yeah. I wish he did it every day. I'm sure he wishes he did it every day.
My thing is like laundry, for example, right? Like, in my opinion, laundry doesn't need to be done every single day. Like multiple times a day. Like I'll
hitting a nerve.
I'll just do the laundry at the end of the week. Like I'm saying I'll just wear clothes and then when the big bin gets filled up, I'll do the laundry. I'm not doing the laundry 4 or 5 times a day. Like,
oh well, I feel like you're thinking very singular. Like she's thinking, I have a man, I have 2 kids.
Yeah, she's gonna like this part of the podcast.
Like we got a lot of laundry to do. You're thinking like, oh, I don't have a lot of laundry to do.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry. I feel like you've been trying to say like, I'm my best.
I am
boyfriend behavior.
I'm a good dude. Don't get it fucked up.
I feel like
my thing is this, right? Like when I'm trying to run a business, multiple businesses, like I'm not worried about if my black t-shirt from last night is still dirty. Like I'm trying to figure out like the next play or how to get a check or how to get a So, but we've had talks about this, just about me understanding the mental load that goes into like taking care of the home, you know, like the small things that she does that I don't even know about, you know, there's tons of them all day long. She's doing shit that I don't even know, you know?
Yeah.
So like she just wants to be appreciated for those things.
That work.
Yep, 100%.
And I'm sure she doesn't. Like there are times that like she's overwhelmed and stuff, but at the end of the day, she's knowing like you're holding down financially, so like she knows like.
But don't get it fucked up. She makes her own bread too.
Oh,
she's boss lady. Yeah.
I can't picture you with someone that's not like a boss.
Yeah,
you know?
she's a go-getter, and she's very organized, and like, you know, she's got spreadsheets for things and like got her budgets down.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah, like she's on it, and that's like one thing that I've learned from her, because I'm like, you know, just flying by the seat of my pants, like just, you know.
Trying to throw shit together.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, I got like 100 lines in the water waiting for one of these bitches to hit. Like,
isn't that crazy? Like how couples work? It's like it seems like one is like the like spreadsheet person, like and one's more of like, okay, we're taking risks.
100%.
We're doing this, and like the balance makes that stuff work.
Perfect. Yeah.
Like I'm the more of like, oh, we'll figure it out. And Nathan's more like, based off of my calculations, you know, like, okay, we can make it work. Like,
that she loves when I say that she'll you know, want to get you know, accomplish a task, and she'll be trying to talk to me about it. I'm like, yeah, we'll figure it out. She's like, no, but I'm trying to figure it out right now. So like, can you give me an answer? I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, wait, that in that aspect, that's me. Like I told Nathan, I'm like, you need to find a babysitter at this point in time. If you don't, I'll catch you after. You know, like
type shit.
I'm like, I have to give you a little sign-off sheet. Like, so it's definitely a team effort. I feel like you can't like you literally rely on your significant other.
And that's like why it's tough when you got to balance. Like even when we travel, you know, like we travel a lot for work, for music videos, for movies, like. So the movies is kind of been like the next chapter for us, because it's kind of like basically what we were already doing with music videos, but just on a bigger scale. So we've already shot 2 movies. One of them's about to drop, Soul. We shot it down in Houston with Traded Truth, the rapper. I was the assistant editor on it. I was an actor in it. They got my music on the soundtrack. I'm part owner of it.
Wow, you're like in there.
Yeah, so I'm excited to really get into that whole side of things. but like when we're gone, sometimes that's like 2 weeks. So like you already know how much shit goes on
She's
at the house in
doing
2
and-
weeks.
Yeah.
That she's got to every pickup, every drop off, breakfast, lunch, dinners, cleaning, laundry, dishes. Like it's a lot of shit. So I always feel bad, when I'm gone. But then
especially because you're coming home and you're beat.
yeah,
But,
because
like,
I just
she
been
is
busting
too.
exactly. So it's like,
So-
but I do a good job. Like when I come home, I'm like getting to it. You know what I'm saying? We're doing 100 things, and like we're doing all kinds of activities, playing games, spending time with the kids. I'm going to the
Yeah, because
basketball
there's like
games.
a lot of stuff that you're missing while you're gone. So
Yeah.
it's like you're not sitting there thinking like, oh, I need to rest. You're like, no, I missed my son's game, so I gotta go.
Yeah,
like
100%. But when I'm home, I'm dad mode pretty much. Even when I'm working, I'm in dad mode.
Yeah, that's cool. And I think, like I said, like your phone literally has everything on it. So it's like you can still FaceTime, you can still check in, you can still do all the things. Like, oh, I know my son just finished his game. Let me call him real quick.
See how it went.
Yeah.
And
or like at least some point.
She can be sending me video clips from the game and shit like that. So
Oh my gosh, I just saw a video on whatever, Instagram or something. And it was like a dad literally recording play-by-play of a volleyball game and like sending the score 21-22 and then like opening another app 21-22. I was like, they really be like that these days. Like it's like
the family wants to
just
know
like,
what's happening.
Yeah, like everyone has to be everywhere at the same
all
time.
times. Yeah.
Like it just
shit moves so quick now. So it's like if you're not on it, you get lost in the sauce quick.
Yeah. All right. Last couple questions. We're still going back to your relationship. So tell me about the best date you've ever been on.
I think
sounds like you have some good ass dates, but
I think for her birthday one year, I surprised her. I took her downtown and I had a boat waiting for her, like roses and champagne. I don't know if it was rosé.
It better be.
Yeah.
You better lie and say it was for the sake of the podcast.
And the kids were with us, and music playing. We got to go down the river and then see the home bridge underneath it, and then we pulled up. I forget what the name of the restaurant is, right down there at the very end by the home bridge. But when we pulled up, all her friends were out there waiting for her and stuff. Yeah. So that was a good ass time that we had together, the kids and her closest friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I think too, when we went to see Cat Williams, like we just had such a good time because we love Cat Williams. He's funny as fuck.
He is funny. I feel like I forget.
Yeah, he's going crazy now too.
I feel like he kind of got maybe like pushed under a little bit with like Kevin Hart and stuff, but like you cannot forget about him.
And not no more. Like he's big dog now. He already was.
He was for sure.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he's coming back. He's making his comeback.
We just like him because he keeps shit real. Like he'll talk about whatever and give you the real deal side of it, like not the fluff. My girl appreciates that too. Like she's big into like the truth and shit like that. What's really going on.
Damn, I want to meet her.
Yeah, and like,
you're
like she
hyping her up.
she doesn't get gassed by like, the news and the media. She's like, that's not accurate.
Cap.
Yeah, they're just covering up some shit and she'll know everything. I'm like, damn.
So
threw me the craziest surprise 30th birthday party ever. Oh my, it was it was legendary.
Really?
So like literally, man, and she was hyping it up the whole time. I thought she was going to Chicago for the weekend with her friends.
On your birthday?
Yeah, so I'm low-key kind of walking around the house a little sour. I'm like, God damn, it's about to be my 30th and she's going to Chicago with her friends. Like, and my guy Philly was in on it too. So he told me that we were going, he was like, yo, come meet me, we'll do a little birthday shot or whatever. And then he's like, let's go take this meeting. It's a possible sponsorship. They're going to give us some bread for a music video and, we can do some promo shit. So I was like, cool. Like, I thought I was walking into like a $10,000 meeting, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was at No Studios. Yeah, No Studios. And we got to the top of the elevator. And the second the elevator opened up, Philly, like, quick burn to the left. And I walked out and it was like, I don't know, probably like 50 or 60 of like where I was at in that time period of my life. Like it was everybody closest to me. Like it was the perfect people to be in that room. And it just hit me, and I started crying immediately.
That's a blessing for sure.
Yeah, well, Randy will probably put.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do.
He got
remember
a legendary
seeing those
picture of me
pictures,
just crying in the elevator, and I took a step back, and I went back into the elevator, and the door almost closed. I almost got sent back down to the first floor. Was it my son? My son came and like grabbed the door or something, but I mean, it was like. She went crazy. They had food. They had like signature drinks named after me. The little big dog. It was like Long Island's because that's what I drink.
Yeah.
She had this video that she created with like all kinds of people like wishing me a happy birthday, like celebrities, like DJ or Drummer Boy was in the video. Like, yo, shout out Corey Pieper, happy birthday. That's my dog. Trap Beckham, like people that I've worked with. Like, yeah, it was just like she had Corey Pieper heads cut out with my little man bun. I saw all these people were walking around with big...
think I've seen that before.
Yeah. Like, and it was just, it was epic.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is so cool that she did that.
So I'm still going to have to top that one of these. The boat was cool, but it ain't.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not almost crying so much I got sent back down.
Literally, I was blown away.
I didn't even realize... Okay, sorry, this is like so random, but your hair is like super long.
It's long. It's like past my waist.
Really?
Yeah, it's longer than my girl's hair.
Okay, I literally just chopped all of my hair off. Yeah. Like 1.5 foot of my hair.
She wants me to cut my hair.
Really?
Yeah, she shows me these older pictures. She's like, you look good with braids, but you look good. Like, you've had the braids for a couple years now.
I'm going to have to, like, insert the picture that I have of you at the summer.
With the red patch and shit?
You don't even have a beard.
I didn't even think I could grow facial hair.
You were a baby. Like, we were literally, okay, so, like, I remember this. Like, we were all waiting to get in. So, like, it was cold. It had to be winter time or something. Mm-hmm. And we were, like, waiting to get in. And you just, like, walked through. And, like, everyone kept stopping you for pictures and shit like that. And
big dog.
Yeah. My friend was like, no, I'm from Hawaii. And, like, you just immediately stopped and, like, took the picture with him.
We got to take care of our people.
For sure. Like, I think that it's a community for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's why I got the Aloha Milwaukee brand.
And I actually bought, my friend that still lives here, I bought your stuff before. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, so I really had started doing it, like, when I would do all my local shows, I would print this for the merch. Mm-hmm. Just, basically the concept of just being born and raised in Milwaukee, but having such a, big Hawaiian side to me and my family and like being out there. I
loved your Christmas stuff.
The Christmas line that I did? The Hawaiian Santa.
Fun. That was so cool.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, I've definitely bought stuff for my friend before because I'm like, so she actually was born in Lanai and moved here. Mm-hmm. I want to say she was like a freshman, sophomore. So like, it's crazy. Oh,
there's the picture of me crying. Bro, that's the best, worst picture I've ever seen in my life, dog.
But it's like you can tell you're like genuinely
I
happy.
I had no idea it was coming. Like, you know how sometimes people like kind of know or like maybe have an idea that something. I literally thought we were going to a sponsorship meeting, and I was just like, "Oh my God!" And there's my girl. She's not in Chicago. She's here. Like, and she looked so good that night too. I was like, "Ugh." Yeah.
I love that though because I feel like I hate surprise parties. Like, not for me. I'm one of those people that need to know step by step like what's going to happen during the day. Yeah. So it's like surprises are not for me. Yeah. But like genuinely, like you look happy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you look sad.
No, not sad. It was tears of joy for sure.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is actually going on?
When I
like you're
bro, you went crazy with those pics. That was literally the best moments.
Yeah, like, but I mean, you're lucky to have Randala.
Shooting shit like Randala.
Yeah, shooting it. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're at the big wave factory. Big waves over here.
Yeah.
We control the currents, as Randy likes to say. But yeah, so the Aloha Milwaukee brand. So I was printing it, for merch for my shows. And then about like 6 months ago, I revamped it and turned it into like a full blown brand. I built the website. I got some new products up. And I just got my first local retailer, All On Kind Grinds. They sell it for me now. They've been placing big orders.
Love that.
Yeah, so I've just been, I feel like it has the potential to be, obviously right now we're just doing like clothing and stuff, but I feel like the concept and the idea of Aloha Milwaukee can be a lot bigger, and, I plan to keep growing it. And
I'm going to fuck this up, but however you say Merry Christmas.
Mele Kalikimaka.
Okay, thanks. I was like, maybe I shouldn't, but
I got you.
Like, that's like everywhere,
Yeah.
Like, my dad has a shirt. That's why I was like, oh my God, I fucking love this Santa. Like,
Fire.
I need it.
Yeah, my mom called me like, the Santa's so cute. I'm like, all right.
You snapped with that for sure.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just probably, experiment with some different designs and different things. And, for the longest time, I was just doing the main logo. But my mom's been on my ass, like, you got to give these people something else. They're waiting for some more. I'm like, all right, let's test the waters. The holiday stuff. That was my first holiday season, like just selling online and running a clothing brand. So I learned already so much. Like, I should have been running ads for that shit way earlier than I was. Like, but it came in a quick rush. Like, it was nice. It
does come quick. Like, we learned that this year with the podcast, because it's like we wanted to drop Christmas and all that stuff, and then it's like, wait, what? Yeah, we missed it.
And I think I just too, like, even just from studying like the analytics of the people that bought things and the people that clicked on the ads and things like that, like, there's a lot of people that live here that just, like, maybe they're not Hawaiian, but they have a love for Hawaii, or have been there, or have a special memory of it, or like,
Yeah, because it's like tourist city.
Yeah, people love, who doesn't want to go to Hawaii? You know? So I feel like, because I mean, when I first started the brand, I had thought, like, it's probably just be Hawaiian people that buy this, but it's not. It's all kinds of people that buy it just because they're from Milwaukee and they love Hawaii, or have some, underlying
special
connection to it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to grow the brand and just kind of see where it goes.
I love that. I think that, it's crazy because it's like you really don't see the potential until you're like out there doing it. And then it's like, oh wait, shit, people like this shit.
Like, customers come back, order more things. So that's how I know, like, okay.
And it's like, you're almost like, that's like, you're literally holding yourself back, because it's like your own like fears and shit like that. Or
like I was scared to even drop those the Hawaiian, like the Christmas ones.
Yeah.
So I was like, is this shit cheesy? Like, is this shit kind of corny? Like, I don't know.
Feel like you had a good mix though. Like, if you wanted to go cheesy, you could
do the
with
Hawaiian
the Santa.
And then the other one was a little bit more clean and like,
you could see, your average white woman.
That's dope. That's dope that you've seen it. So I appreciate the feedback.
Oh, for sure. I loved it. I mean, I'm a little biased. We'll say that. I've been following you since 2015.
And you're about to go to Hawaii. So
so
you're in that mode.
All right. Final question. What are your thoughts? This literally doesn't match up with anything we've been talking about, but whatever. We're going to shoot our shot. What are your thoughts on PDA? Are you doing it? I know. I was like, it doesn't fit in at all. But
like, what does that shit stand for again? Public display of affection?
Yes. So, like, are you making out with your wife in the middle of...
if it calls for that,
it calls for it...
I'm saying I'm not...
Okay, wait,
I mean,
sorry, let's back this up. I wasn't thinking this was that deep, but like...
I'm saying that if we're vibing like that, I don't care about that.
If we're vibing? What kind of situation are we vibing that we're just like tongue down her throat type shit?
Okay, so, I mean, I'm classy. I'm not going to be like...
I'm thinking PDA is like pretty sexual. Like, you're making out, you're like tonguing her down type shit. Not like, okay, kiss your girl.
There's probably been some times that's happened, but I mean, we're not like doing that all. I mean, we're grown ass people and shit.
Yeah.
And we're classy and got kids, so I'm not like just out here tonguing my girl down in front of everybody. Like,
okay,
but I like, would. Shit,
are you holding hands? Are we doing all the things? Because like, I genuinely like Nathan's. One of his is like acts of service is like touching and like, what is that called? Physical touch.
I mean,
sorry, I forgot the word, but like, I hate that shit. I hate it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, we've gotten in some altercations where I'm like, get the fuck off me.
Damn,
so like,
G, you better fold some more laundry.
But it's literally just like me in my head, and I know that. So like, I personally hate all of the things. Like, do I want you to hold my hand? Absolutely not. Yeah. Like, so are you cool? Are you cool with that?
I'm saying,
your wife cool with that?
Why don't you like that?
I have my own personal space. I have my own.
Your own bubble?
Yeah, like I'm moving my hand a certain speed. I don't want to move it to your speed. Like, there's a lot of things going on that it's like, I am doing what I want to do. I don't want to base it off of someone else. Like,
it's funny because my girl's like the same height as me. So like there'll be times where we're holding hands and we're walking and she'll be like, we're walking at the same pace. And I look down and our legs are literally identical. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, yeah, I can't relate to that at all. Like, I mean, not saying Nathan's like a lot taller than me or anything, but he takes bigger steps than me. So it's like, I feel like I'm racing and I don't like
trying to keep up.
Yeah. Like, I don't like any of that. Oh, no, I will never ice skate ever again in my life.
Yeah, I mean, we got a good balance of that. Like, not over the top, but like, you know, here and there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I struggle with PDA, like, for sure. Like, I can't do any of it. It's like, ugh. You like that shit? I feel like I'm on my own right now in this room.
I think you are. I mean,
I am the only woman.
So guys,
I don't know. No, I know, but it just like feels like it has nothing to do with like the intimacy of it. Like, obviously, like I wear my wedding ring. It's not like I'm trying to hide anything.
I get what you're saying.
But it's like the fact that it's like I'm feeling like so uncomfortable in like an open space, being like so fucking close
like
to
claustrophobic
someone.
and shit.
Yeah,
like walking down the street.
So stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody's different. So,
but yeah, I guess like PDA doesn't really relate to like adults too much. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's not like we're like, you know, 21-year-old kids in the club like tonguing each other down in front of everybody.
Wait, did they do that?
I mean, I've seen some wild shit at the clubs before, worse than that.
Let's hear a story, because like I was 21 in the club, but like my husband wasn't with me, so
I mean, there's definitely been questionable moments where it damn near looks like people are fucking in the club, like on the dance floor. Like,
I feel like they probably are.
I mean, I don't know. Then people getting caught fucking in the bathroom is like all kinds of weird ass shit at the club.
That's crazy. Never in my life was like, oh my God, I want to fuck in the club right now.
Yeah, that ain't it.
That is not it.
Yeah.
And don't they have people in the bathrooms? Like in the girls' bathrooms, they have women in there.
Yeah, but you know, there's always like the other bathroom.
The men's bathroom?
No, I'm saying there'll be like the employee bathroom that like, you know what I'm saying? Or there'll be like a, you know, like a handicap bathroom that's like just one stall in there. You can lock the door. Nobody else can come in. The handicap. I'm just saying, like, yo.
Corey is outing y'all.
I'm just saying, people are getting real reckless out here.
I think I did talk about this. The most reckless thing I've ever done was like fucked in a car at a wedding. But
that's not even that reckless. I mean,
it isn't. But like we kept seeing people leaving the wedding, so we were like, "Oh, this is getting a little weird," because it's like y'all can't see us, but we can see you. So it's like, how are you?
I remember one time I fucked in the parking lot of a car dealership. We just parked our car to make it look like
what? That's genius. That's actually smart.
Just to make it look like.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, obviously not.
Yeah. But like,
hey, somebody's trying to test drive the car and shit.
Okay, what other tips do you have? Because that was a fucking genius one. Nathan,
great.
Take notes. Take notes. I'm not very adventurous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more of like a let's have sex in our house kind of people.
You might be older than you think too. Shit.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Nathan told me that I was driving. We have this game where we're like whoever says you're driving is the person that drives.
Has to drive.
Which I fucking hate.
That would be an easy ass game. I just want to say shit.
No. Like if I say you're driving, then you would be the one driving.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So like Nathan, yeah,
that's like the dumbass shit kids do when they walk out the house, like front seat. It's like
dibs, yeah.
We're outside. Like,
so
all kinds of rules
yeah, that's what Nathan and I play like on a regular basis.
When I'm with my girl, I drive all the time.
As you should.
Because I just, there'll be times where literally like, so a lot of times we'll split it up, right? So like if my son has practice, like I'll take him and she'll pick him up, or she'll take him and I'll pick him up. But like when it gets late and like days like this, when it's all icy and shit out, like I don't even want her driving. So like I'll drive both ways and we'll just go together, literally.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that 100%. So I was out before I came here and Nathan texted me, said, "You're driving." I said, "Okay, well, I just drank a whole bottle of wine." So,
so you're driving?
So you're driving. He said, "Okay, fine, but roadhead." And I was like, So, yeah.
I'm saying a little compromise? Jesus.
That's what we did.
That's why we were 30 minutes late to start the podcast, goddammit.
I'm sorry.
Me and Randy are in here setting up lights and shit. They're in the parking lot.
Damn. I just outed myself.
Hey, smell the rosé.
Yeah, so I feel like, I don't remember what we were talking about. PDA and having sex in a car. There you go.
That's it.
Wrap that up. You give your man roadhead if he drives. Don't drink all your wine.
Wear a seatbelt while you're doing it. Be safe.
Wait, what? How do you do that? I take my seatbelt off.
You better figure it out.
All right, we'll figure it out.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching. What did I say last time?